I'd like to call the meeting to order for Monday, October 20th, 2025 at 6 PM. If everyone could please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Susan, if you could please do a roll call.
Sure. Garrison,
Here.
Andres,
Present.
Hepmer,
Here.
Welsh,
Here.
Tazinski, Layton,
Here.
LaRose, here, and it was Reardon.
I knew who you were talking to.
Looks like Stephanie just got here too.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to the agenda, if everyone could please review it for any conflict of interest, and if there's none, move to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second. All right.
Do we
Motion.
need to, I don't know if this needs to be added, but do we need to have any sort of touch base about next year's budget? Or, no?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
All right, motion made by LaRose, supported by Walsh, in favor to approve the agenda as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passed. All right, so moving on to public comment. There's no public present this evening. Moving on to correspondences. I think Beth just sent one out about a geocache. Someone found,
First one ever, yeah.
yeah, their first geocache was at Grace McDowell Park, so that was pretty cool.
Garrison, did you ever find the one at number
I have
5?
not been back out. Maybe this winter when it's not so busy there.
Because when I'm out there and there's nobody there, I'm like, I should call Garrison. Nobody's here.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything else unless someone else seen something that I did not. So, all right. Moving on to reports, Garrison, could you please give us a treasurer's report, please?
Yeah, not much has changed since last month. We are still under budget, so that's always better than over budget. I think a lot of the bills are going to come in before the end of the year, so we'll spend it down a little bit, but other than that, I don't think there's honestly much we can buy before the end of the year anyways at this point, so, except maybe some planning for future projects for next year, which we'll talk about later.
Yep. All right. There's no questions on that. We can move forward with the staff report. Sam?
Yeah, absolutely. So our last farmer's market was on October 2nd, and then the Food Security Advisory Committee meets October 22nd, this week Wednesday at 6:30 here at the Township Hall. You can find the final report for the farmer's market in the packet for that, available online right now, if you're curious about kind of how the season went. A couple staff updates. So Nathan Burns was selected as the Facilities and Recreation Coordinator for East Bay Township, and he should be starting November 10th. So I hope to have him here at our next meeting to kind of help him transition into helping you guys. And then there's a part-time maintenance person, Randy Rittenhouse, has started and has been working with Parks he picked up our picnic tables from the farmer's market. He's already been getting at all of the maintenance and stuff that Dan was helping us with. He was a previous EMS employee and also it helped Dan part-time for random projects throughout the time. So he's been able to hit the ground running pretty quickly because he's already familiar with everything. And then the sign I just noticed was delivered for Arbutus. It hasn't been installed yet, but it is sitting here at the township awaiting installation. So that should be coming. I don't know when. I just saw it in the conference room when we were doing some moving around of stuff. So it was delivered recently. And I think that's about it. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Sam. Moving on to the geocaching subcommittee. I have nothing new to report.
We didn't meet, right?
Yeah, we didn't meet, so unless you guys have anything else you'd like to add, but
I have a fun fact about geocaches. I was recently on vacation in Germany, and my partner found a geocache on a mountain there, and it was really fun and cute, and I thought of you guys while I was gone.
It's awesome.
And it's also just cool that, like, we're part of this, like, legitimate, like, global network of stuff, so,
Yeah, it's massive.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
Will
Karen.
will you guys have another training maybe next year
Yeah. I
for
think-
beginners?
Yeah, I think it's our plan is to do at least one, maybe two events a year, so I think,
I believe Peter reached out to me over the weekend, I just haven't gotten back to him yet, and he was kind of asking some questions, so.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's willing to help as well. in the
Yeah.
future, too.
yeah, usually he does pretty good about reaching out, but I don't recall seeing anything sent to me, so glad he's communicating with you still, so, but,
I guess let me know if we want to set a meeting for next year to kick things off and do some planning. Because we're not really we don't have a meeting on schedule for the rest of the year.
yeah.
So we'll need to cut something.
Yeah, I'd say first of the year, we probably should get together and come up with a plan for next year, so, all right. All right, moving on to the Food Security Advisory Committee.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah,
It's
sorry,
Wednesday.
I already kind of gave that update.
Yeah,
Yep, the meeting's
okay.
on Wednesday, 6:30 here at the Township Hall. Anyone is welcome to attend.
Okay. All right,
Oh, I guess I should plug that we also have one position available on the Food Security Advisory Committee that is looking to be filled by, we'd prefer it to be a vendor at the market, but at this point, whoever, whoever applies would be great.
all right. Is that being promoted?
It's on the township website,
Okay.
I mention it pretty much at every Food Security Advisory Committee meeting. I reached out, I have a couple farmers that are like, I would love to help, but I'm too busy, kind of a thing, so I'm hopeful that one of them will bite, but I don't wanna pester them too much.
Okay. If I hear someone, definitely
Yeah,
bring it up.
Ideally, it'd be somebody in the agricultural industry that is a farmer. 'Cause
Yeah.
we have planning, parks, and board on representation, and then one member that is part of like the farm to school program.
Yeah.
So she has a background in kind of agricultural and
Yeah.
food related stuff. But yeah, somebody that's like an actual farmer would be awesome perspective to get.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you can get someone to be a part of that, so. All right, moving on to the approval of the minutes from September 15, 2025.
I move to approve the minutes for the September 15th, 2025 meeting as is.
Support?
All right. Um, um, Yeah. Reardon moved to approve the minutes from September 15, 2025, and supported by LaRose. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passed. Moving on to business before the Parks Commission, proposals for professional services for Grace McDonald Park improvements. In your packet, you'll see possible motion, and then also some information from Wade Trim regarding their scopes of services for our projects, so.
At first, I thought it was a typo when it kept saying baseball field instead of football field, which the dog park's gonna be, but apparently there's ponding under the baseball bleachers. I don't remember that coming up.
So when I asked Dan and, who predated Dan?
Randy?
No.
Bob?
I asked both of them kind of what their history on the park was, and they both stated that no, they've never had an issue with the field itself, the soccer field itself being an issue with drainage. There is some drainage issues near the baseball field where they currently have the
Bleachers.
bleachers.
Okay.
And so since we are doing concrete work near there, we were kind of thinking that that would be a good opportunity to kind of address that drainage issue, make that area ADA accessible.
For sure.
And not like a concrete pad that the bleachers could sit on. So
Okay.
we're already kind of doing a holistic ADA improvement.
No, it makes sense. I just want to make sure I wasn't forgetting talking about it.
So the way we kind of have it, look, we're kind of.
No, that's what he's saying. He asked me, maintenance talked about it.
Would be that the cornhole and the fire pit are done as kind of one project, and then, yes, the baseball field, basketball connection, and dog park connectivity are kind of all thought of as one as well.
Do they also oversee the actual retrofitting of the pavilion, or are they just focused on like the concrete work in the fire pit?
The retrofit, I believe, is gonna be by someone else.
Okay.
if I
Will that be part of,
correctly
like, the
from
bid?
plans. We've been working with, like Sheen is who does our township-wide stuff, so they've kind of given us a preliminary estimate to like what it may cost.
Okay.
They're coordinating the electric and the line for the gas.
Gotcha.
The installation of that and the enclosure of the pavilion will be done separately.
Okay. Should be noted that for the actual project, if it does go over 12 weeks, they're still going to bill us like 2,500 a week. Whereas the second portion, that's just for plans, it's not for overseeing construction. So that one is 19,200 no matter what. But I don't have any issues. Does anyone else?
No?
No, not really.
I was pretty pleased with it, and I think it's a good project for us to get done, so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like big projects like this and like Arbutus 5, we don't have the manpower to see it through, but if they're on it, I feel like things get done.
Yeah,
So in 2026, it would be the cornhole and pavilion area, and then 27 would be the other portion, the basketball and baseball area, so,
ADA,
um,
basketball, baseball, ADA.
yeah, yep.
My one question would be, obviously we can't pay for the stuff being built in 2026 ahead of time, but for like any more topographical survey stuff, could they do it before like snow flies and then we pay for it out of this year? That'd be a good way to spend money.
I can check on that. I know that they have been, I don't know that they have any surveying planned for this year.
I figured
anymore,
not,
'cause
yeah.
I think they got the areas that they needed to at least get the cornhole and the pavilion kind of, and fire pit area kind of planned out. But I can make sure if there is an opportunity there, try to get out there to get the rest of the surveying done.
I guess-
I know we do have, we're gonna have several bills coming in from the various because they're still working on kind of conceptual design for the dog park.
Mhm.
They're working on construction documents now for the fire pit and cornhole. And then they'll be working on kind of the future planning for like the preliminary design for how the circulation would work, baseball, and
Right.
basketball, and dog park. So there's definitely gonna be funds coming, or fees coming in.
Okay, well, that's good to know. I guess I will make a movement then. I move to approve the proposals for professional services provided by Wade Trim to support Grace McDonald Park Cornhole and Fire Pit bidding and construction observation, and the Grace McDonald Park basketball and baseball area modifications as presented, described, and discussed.
oh, go ahead.
I'll support that.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Motion made by Reardon, supported by Andrus, to move to approve the proposals and professional services provided by Wade Trim to support Grace McDonald Park Cornhole / Fire Pit bidding and construction observation, and the Grace McDonald Park basketball and baseball area modifications as presented, described, and discussed. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion passed.
Sorry, I didn't name the documents. I just had to transpose the names from Wade Trim that they
Oh.
gave them.
No?
They're
That was
very
a
long.
mouthful of emotion.
It's a mouthful to get that motion out there.
Very descriptive, so that's all that matters.
Now we know exactly what we're talking about.
Right. I guess there's nothing else to discuss. Our next upcoming meeting date for our regular meeting would be November 17th, 2025 at 6 PM. Yeah, if there's nothing else, we can adjourn the meeting.
Move to adjourn?
Yeah. 6.